Hey everybody, this is Random Vaughn, and welcome to the Wake and Bake Show presented by Danks Emporium. We are going live right now. You guys are guiding the show, controlling everything, letting us know what is going on in your worlds. We have all the cameras, everything right here, so that we are just getting your guys' feedback. We get it way closer into this thing so that we can get exactly what you guys want to be talking about. You guys really guide the show. You feed us your comments, your thoughts, whatever. We read them on air and then just go from there. Hassan is here in the studio. I got Quinn to my left, and Hassan, who we're always talking about, is now at the computer. We even got him a camera.
Hi,
Hey,
Hassan.
guys.
Hi, Hassan.
Hi, guys.
So with that, Quinn, the first thing up today. Talk to me about the first thing up that we gotta tackle here.
The first thing up is, I obviously got upset yesterday about what happened with the singer of Linkin Park.
Yep.
And, everybody's going to have their own opinions and blah, 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 blah. But the guitarist for Korn, Brian Head Welch, who I have worked with, I've done a few shows with, is being criticized for calling Chester Bennington a coward.
For a lot of people go with that coward.
A lot of people do that, and
He's a coward.
And a lot of people did that after Chris Cornell died.
I never understand that.
I don't really either. And I in my younger days, I worked for a guy that would describe suicide as cowardly, and that always kind of bothered me.
It's like, dude, no, you just sit there and suffer, and none of us have to care or help. You just have to go through it. That's life. I have never agreed with that of guilt shaming people out of suicide. I never thought that was a good idea.
Yeah, it just doesn't feel like it's the way to go. And considering the past that Brian Head Welch is known to have,
You are talking about.
I'm talking about the guitarist for Korn.
Oh, okay. Guys, I'm just going to do a reminder. A lot of people just starting to chime in. Guys, this is the show. You comment, you guide the show. We read your comments on air, and we start talking about things. For example, right now, coming in, I'm not trying to get off of the topic, but what's our favorite band? Hassan, since Hassan now has a camera, I'm going to be throwing it to him a lot today. Hassan, what is your favorite band?
And it can't be your own band, Hassan. It's cheating.
Yeah,
well, that takes
big shout out to
my
Hassan.
choices away.
This takes 100% of his choices of who he can promote right now. I'm gonna, dude, my favorite, Above and Beyond. I don't know if they count as in a band, but I'm just, me, man. That's all I got. So I'm gonna go with it. I'm just gonna move a little further away from you now. A little. I feel the heat and the anger.
Are you saying the S word?
What?
Are you gonna say Shaggy? Is your favorite?
I said Above and Beyond.
Oh, Above and Beyond.
Yeah.
Oh.
They're not really a band, but it's two guys, so I thought that kind of counted.
I thought you were saying that you were going to go above and beyond, and then I was waiting for the Shaggy drop.
The Shaggy drop.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Like, oh, Shaggy.
It wasn't me.
Okay, so Quinn, since you are the music connoisseur of the group here, who is your favorite band?
Oh, I have been nonstop listening to Bring Me the Horizon.
Okay. That is the name of the band.
Yeah, that is the name of the band.
Okay.
And then I discovered a band called This Wild Life because a friend of mine has been their promoter, and they do a bunch of these really cool acoustic covers. And then I would have to say probably my favorite band, the one that I have not taken out of my CD player in well over a year, is Sick Puppies.
Oh, Sick Puppies.
I love that CD.
That's so interesting because I always hear about Sick Puppies, never obviously listened to it.
Yeah.
And so, anyways, just interesting there.
Any girl that can rip like that is just, it's awesome.
I go with it. Guys, once a reminder, I hope you guys are smoking along with us during this Wake and Bake show. We are going to be live here talking about what is topical, trending, what's going on, but we obviously diverged. Any comments, any thoughts, any of your guys' feedback, you guys guide the show, and today even Hassan gets to be on camera, so we're pumped to have.
Yeah.
Did we get Hassan's band?
No, he literally said if he doesn't get a name himself, then he doesn't have one. Come on, Hassan.
Honestly, mine, I'm not a fan of the new stuff, but Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Red Hot.
Whoa,
yeah, no, that's
yeah.
dude.
Yep,
I have to agree
yep.
since they did it with Dead Mouse, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, it's a complete departure from what they
Kelpie,
were.
Easily.
we are
Complete
on
departure.
Instagram. We're on a new Instagram that we just made up today, and it is like no one's following it yet, but I am technically live. I get a comment of "in the end," obviously a reference to the Linkin Park guys. Everyone's posting that up. So yeah, there you go. I would like to say I haven't had anyone ask me to take my shirt off yet, but I
Random, you
did
should
get a
take your
comment.
shirt
I
off.
did get a comment that says I'm stunning. I'm stunning. I think it's the shirt because the Jets suck.
Stunning.
Stunning. So, anyways, obviously Sessions is in the news. Quinn, feed us in what is going on with Sessions today.
So, just pulling off.
And I don't, Kelpie, I don't know, Kelpie, if you're there, can you tell me, are we going on Twitch? I literally, on Twitch, it says I'm offline. I'm just being honest. I got YouTube. I don't think we're
I
online.
appreciate your honesty.
Yeah, I know. If Hassan might be looking at it. I think
Yeah, I'm
Hassan's getting
double-checking right
distracted
now.
by being so sexy on camera.
God, all the
And
time.
stuff. There we go. Kelpie's on Instagram, on the brand new Instagram that nobody has. Kelpie found it. Nice job, Kelpie. Number 12. We're up to Danks One Emporium number 12.
Right.
Woo! So guys, if we appreciate you watching, obviously let's get in on this. You guys guide the show. You tell us what you want to talk about, your comments, your thoughts, and Hassan's going to try and fix our technical issues.
So, I mean, to just jump right into Jeff Sessions here, that nut job.
That's no job. I agree. Comparing marijuana to crack, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no, I got it back up. I don't know what you did, Hassan, but it's back
So-
on Twitch.
I just refreshed the page.
Okay.
Shocker. We're breaking the news here. With
Okay.
Danks One Emporium,
We
the
always
Wake and Bake
breaking
Show.
the news.
If you guys are smoking weed with us right now, that's awesome. We're about to blow your mind. Donald Trump, the president
Yeah.
of the United States of America,
Yep.
was a dick to Jeff Sessions.
Wait,
Is that shocking?
That is breaking news. It is unbelievable. I cannot believe Donald Trump was a dick to somebody, and even to the admirable Sessions.
No
like how
kidding.
could you possibly?
I mean,
So what was Trump's? Give me some background on this. What was Trump complaining about to Sessions?
first off, this is it.
Kelpie says my dad Donald.
Wasn't Trump's toupee a bad marshmallow? Wasn't that going to be a bad marshmallow? Can we just do Donald Trump as a horrible marshmallow
Oh, that sounds
or
good.
a bad Lucky Charm?
There we go. Sound drop.
It says Jeff Sessions.
Mm-hmm.
This is Trump. Jeff Sessions takes the job, gets into the job, recuses himself, which, frankly, I think is very unfair to the president. Trump said, referring to himself. How do you take a job then recuse yourself?
When did he recuse himself?
A couple days ago.
Jeff Sessions quit a couple days ago.
No, he recused himself from the Russian
the
investigation.
investigation, yeah.
Because everybody already knows that it happened, and Donald Trump wants to think that everything's a well-kept secret, but the dude's already talking about
But
can I
Sessions-
pardon myself if I'm the president? Can I pardon myself?
Did he actually ask that?
Yes,
Of
and
course he would.
he asked what are his abilities to pardon
Is it-
people in his organization.
Yeah, the thing that's crazy about that is just Trump was alive when Nixon was president, right? I mean, he's 73 years old.
Dude,
He was clearly alive. What
but
do you mean that he's that confused on what went on in the world back then?
So one interesting thing that I would love for people to jump in and talk to us about is I watched this really interesting documentary about Roger Stone.
Uh-huh.
You know who Roger Stone is?
Oh, I just watched that last night.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Isn't that crazy? Dude, he's been grooming Donald Trump since the 80s.
I wouldn't say grooming.
yeah.
I think they made it a little bit over the top, but
No. Dude, Donald Trump doesn't have his own thoughts. His thought.
no, there was clearly, I mean, that was the thing of that they fired him from the campaign or he quit. And the entire reason they did that is so that he could run the super PAC because
Yeah.
he legally couldn't do that from inside the campaign, clearly.
Yeah.
And they needed him to be running the super PAC. And then he would just communicate and tell them what to do or tell Donald Trump to read his Twitter account. I mean, let's be honest, man. If you're going to have somebody who is that good at their job, you're going to win. When you actually look at what that guy's been able to do, it's just impressive that he is that good at manipulating the media.
Oh, totally.
And telling them what to think and feeding them stuff and them just eating it up like a spoon.
It's because he doesn't stop talking.
Is that what it is?
It just seems like he just doesn't stop talking.
But I mean, like, even the most recent one, I did not know until I watched that documentary that he literally was the force behind InfoWars and the whole Bill Clinton rape
Weird,
shirts.
right?
And you're like, oh, that's the guy that came. Like, of course. Like, when you think about it, you're like, oh, no shit. So crazy.
But
anyway,
yeah, so back to Sessions.
Yeah, back to Sessions.
So the guy's like, well, I don't want to get in trouble, and so he takes himself away from investigating. Like he's not.
Yeah,
because
there was,
every single
but the
person's
FBI,
involved.
yeah, but the FBI guys basically already said that he had been talking to Russia or something.
Right.
They're like he clearly is not unbiased in this scenario, and he's always admitted that.
Us here from the Danks Emporium studios have been going, oh yeah, could have told you that one. Like that's how ridiculous all of this is to me.
Yeah.
Is if everybody, and then it's like, oh no, it didn't happen. No, it didn't happen.
I mean, the thing is I cannot believe. So here's my thing. I'm getting super glitch on YouTube, Hassan. Just so you know.
Oh yeah, I'm trying to fix that right now.
Okay, cool. I'm actually just going to take down my feed, so I'm not going to be replying to those comments. I really think that's one of our big issues is us now trying to have to watch the feed to reply to comments on the same network. I think that's what's really giving us a lot of trouble. I always get this. Here's the question that comes up almost every day is, where do you want to travel? Classic Girl asks us, where do we want to travel?
Where do we want to travel?
Obviously, Quinn has been around the world as the super rock star. Hassan, I'm going to throw it out to you first. Hassan, where do you want to travel to, Hassan?
Honestly, probably just Canada.
Just
Canada.
I'm a Gold Rush guy.
But
so.
can you get into Canada?
What do you mean?
Are you
Gold
allowed
Rush?
into Canada?
Yeah,
You're
I go to
allowed into Canada?
Like,
Dude, Gold
every
Rush
year.
is filmed in Alaska.
It's almost that way, you know.
So you think you're going to find gold in Canada?
You know what you can get in Canada, dude? You
What
can
can you get in
go
Canada?
you can go and get yourself some Tim Hortons and some A&W.
Man, dude,
Yeah.
every time I had to
Oh,
go
yeah.
up there, like every time you're going by Tim Hortons, it's like, oh, I gotta stop in here and eat some shitty food.
God, didn't
Yeah.
I just eat Tim Hortons? I did.
I did.
Every
yeah.
day you do.
Yeah. So I did. Last time I was up in Canada, I was in Vancouver. Went up there so the girlfriend could, because she'd never gotten her passport. It's just crazy coming from one of my parents being an immigrant and like literally being born and getting a passport to leave the country. It's so weird to think like you've lived how close to a different country and never gone in.
Yeah, literally 4 hours
So
away.
I remember this was back in high school. There was a guy who came over as an exchange student, and he basically was from, I can't remember what country, but he would be like, oh yeah, on the weekends we get on the train and I go through 3 countries and I'm in Italy on the beach. And you're like,
I'm on the beach.
You're like, yeah, it cost me like 2 kroner, and I go see the pretty Italian girls. And you're like, why are you now in this country? Like,
Why didn't you
why
just
did you
stay
leave
with those
that? And
pretty
because like
Italian
everything's
girls?
so close there, and so you're always leaving your country.
Yeah.
You know, you go around the block. Dude, if they had the weed laws in Europe like we do here, you know how like turtle guys went into Canada by accident once?
that's right.
Can you imagine that? Driving around there and like dealing with like, oh, you better not cross the border.
I just love
weed.
I love like, how does that happen? How do you just accidentally drive into Canada?
That one's interesting to me. I don't know.
How do you have X amount of dollars on you?
Yeah. Oh,
And
dude,
then product
pounds and pounds of
and
weed.
how do you drive it through Canada? Be like, oh shit, bro,
Oh
crap.
dude! I would no joke. Like, so the Canadian border, especially at like the main one, you would have to drive over grass to avoid it and that kind of stuff. So it's a little more noticeable. I would still do that.
You know what?
I would get the ticket. I would do that.
You know what? Canada's gonna build a freaking wall now.
Oh yeah, not let any of us in. So Kelpie says that we should go to Victoria, Canada. That is a beautiful
Victoria's
part.
good.
Yeah,
Victoria's
like you
nice.
just go further up.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of to the left. Kelpie, do you gotta take a boat to get there? That's a question. Hassan, do you gotta take a boat to get to Victoria, Canada?
Yes, you do.
Oh, you do?
So
Oh,
why
yeah.
do you want to go to Canada?
That's where the in-laws is. I've been
Your
going there.
in-laws
for
are
like,
Canadian?
You want to go see?
Yeah,
I didn't know your
my
in-laws
girl's
are-
Canadian.
Your girl's Canadian?
Yeah.
Have we ever met your girl?
No.
Man,
No.
you are just... Hassan's holding out on us. We bring him in here. Kelpie does say, yes, it's a small boat ride.
Is it a
let's
small,
ask, no,
is
let's
it a
ask
small
this.
boat or is it a short
Can
ride?
everybody here swim? That's always a funny thing when you discover people around our age, right? And it's like, wait, you've never been able to swim. Hassan?
I'm a survivalist swimmer, so I don't do it for
Survivalist?
fun. But if I gotta save somebody, then I will.
Then you'll dive in there.
Yeah,
You'll
I'll
do
dive
that?
in there.
Okay. Quinn, you a
Dude,
swimmer?
I am so good at holding the beer and not
just,
spilling
and
the
not
beer.
spilling in the
Oh,
water.
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha. That's good.
I am not a fan of jumping off of things though.
Really in the water.
Yeah, I think that if you die cliff diving, you deserved it. Because why do you jump off of things? Like I just that just not to say that I didn't just jump off of the top of a boat though. I was my very first time I rode on a jet ski a couple weekends ago.
First time on a jet ski.
Yeah, and so I took that SOB 70 miles an hour, and I was so pumped full of adrenaline. The only thing I could do was jump off the top of like the second story boat, and my wife was like,
"What are you doing?
You did that?"
They're like, "You have a baby now.
Yeah, don't jump off of a boat.
Don't jump off of a boat." Okay. Hassan, do we got any comments on YouTube or Twitch? Because I literally had to take down my thing to stop the glitching.
Yeah, I took down YouTube too.
Yeah.
Just YouTube, nothing on there.
Okay.
I turned Twitch off because it was slowing me down too.
Man, we're just having some. We got to get in on these internet issues. Kelpie says it's a
Thanks for
decent
the
sized
fast
boat.
internet, Comcast.
Yeah, thanks Comcast Xfinity. I loved it
Jeez.
when they renamed themselves Xfinity to try and stop their bad service issue. That's always makes great
Breaking news on Twitter: Danks gets pissed at Comcast.
sense. Breaking news. When people were immediately being like, "Oh, dude, Xfinity," like with the X, like yeah, that's a porn site. Like basically, like somebody at some point had owned that .com as a porn site. I guarantee it. Okay, so last but not least, we wanted to definitely talk a little bit more about. Oh no, we already talked about Linkin Park. We started the show off with that.
Yeah.
We've gotten into sessions.
Does anybody
What
know
was-
what's up with Enrique Iglesias and why that's all over?
Yeah, what's going on with Enrique Iglesias, guys? Give us some feedback. As we always say, your comments, your thoughts, they guide the show, and that's what we're really here for. We're going to be talking about anything that you guys comment on, your thoughts, and it's just what is trending, what is going on out in the world. And so that is what we're always about. It's what's going on Twitter, what's going on Google, what is the big things nowadays. Obviously, you guys can post up and hit us up on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Periscope, and even Live Me. I do Live Me during this show. So did Sean? I thought Sean Spicer got fired. He is the #1 thing trending on Google.
Oh no, he didn't get fired.
Dude, he is literally going to become my hero because that dude.
Surprised it didn't happen sooner. Saturday Night
17 years and he couldn't even last 6 months with Trump. Like that is great. 17-year career doing that stuff.
Pussy.
I can only imagine sitting in a room with Trump and Trump being like, "No, yeah, go out and tell them that they're small little green alien people on the White House lawn. Go say that to the press corps." And he's like, "I won't do it." And
But
he's
I
like,
want
"No,
you to
no."
hide in the bushes before you go out there.
Yeah, but you need to like.
God, what is that? Like, does it feel like this year, 2000, like end of 2016, 2017, like everybody's paying attention to politics now? Like, is that one thing that Donald Trump did? Is now everybody like is going like, Sean Spicer,
the sub, like you used to be like Obama and you didn't know the name of anybody else.
Yeah.
Well,
I
Obama
could not tell you who the White House press secretary
the only
was.
person I could tell you who was in Obama's cabinet was Hillary Clinton. And then the dude who Entourage was based off of for the Ari Gold character, and his name was like Ari whatever.
Right.
That is the only two people I will ever. And that dude only lasted like 2 years. He went off and became like the governor or mayor. I'm getting super. This is why I want this thing in the other shows because I get comfy.
Right.
When we're recording this, I'm like, yeah.
Got the gangster lean
I'm
going.
like, yeah, like
Yeah, the Thug Nasty.
The Thug Nasty's going down. What do you think, Hassan, about Sean Spicer resigning?
Be honest.
Yeah, don't hold back, bro.
Go to Canada.
I hope you are on your camera right now. I
No,
hope
of
you're like
course not.
really
You
tight
get,
in.
like 1 second of me, and then I would go off to you.
Yeah.
Or go off to Quinn.
Yeah, no, this is Hassan's
Now,
close up.
politics, I don't even really I don't follow politics too much. They talk so much mess that it's just hard to keep track anyway.
Gotcha.
You know, and if it's affected me, then I get into it, but it's not affected me too much.
You
I
don't
still
even
got a
watch
job, and you know,
I chill with
I
that.
never had health care anyway, so
yeah,
doesn't-
fuck it.
You know,
So I'm gonna jump down. I never do the celeb news stuff, but American Horror Story obviously is trending. I'm assuming it's the premiere tonight of the new season. Have any?
that's a good
that
one.
sounds like that's right up your crazy alley, right? That you just want that blood guts horror.
Oh, dude, I love American Horror Story.
Oh, you love it.
Yeah.
You can't.
Lady Gaga.
Yeah.
I'm saying
Is
hi
Lady
to
Gaga-
hotcakes.
Is Lady Gaga on this one?
I don't know.
No, I think Lady Gaga was two.
She was on the last one with Cuba Gooding for a little bit.
Wait,
no,
they
Or was
were
it
no,
on.
no,
two
no,
ago?
no. She was
That was two
she was
ago?
2 ago. Cuba was on this last one, and
That was
then
kinda
who's on this new one?
I don't even know. I didn't even look. Now, give me a second.
Leave it to
though.
random to find the horror story.
Right? You don't seem that scary.
I don't.
Why are
I-
you yawning?
Because I literally do not
Why
watch.
am I that boring when I speak? That
No,
you're just
American,
like,
American Horror Story is that. Like, I'm just never gonna watch 1 minute of it because, like, I really enjoy sleeping at night. That is my thing. We do this. I work hard, and then when I go home, I like sleeping, not being able to sleep.
you don't
So,
have dreams about blood, guts, and gore,
I really don't.
and then the whole computer crashes.
Nice. So most other trending things. Let's see here. Interesting. It looks like something going on with the police somewhere in other countries. I'm just going off of Google. Microsoft is trending. Interesting. Microsoft's normally never trending.
Oh, so we talked about Elon Musk yesterday, right?
Kelpie says she's scared to watch it as well. Kelpie,
Dude, it's
you
it's
do not.
not
There is
scary.
no reason you need to watch
Don't be
that
scared.
show.
It's not scary.
Don't be scared.
Yeah,
Don't
don't
be
be scared. Don't be
scared.
scared.
Yeah.
No, so Elon Musk is going to make a hyperloop that will take you from like Philadelphia to New Jersey to Washington
Yeah.
D.C. in 29 minutes.
Yeah, but he's going to do it as a tunnel.
Right.
And which is smart. That's the only way to have that land usage, and
Yeah.
he'd go way down. The news on that is hysterical to me. I was reading that earlier this morning because he got verbal confirmation from the government, and like everyone is bashing him, saying like, that's not how working with the government works.
Right.
You don't get verbal confirmation that you're allowed to
Right.
dig under multiple states and build that. But in my opinion, I'm like,
Did Sean Spicer
I
give
think
him
you're
that?
allowed to do. I
Sean
honestly
Spicer
think,
said, "Yeah, just go ahead."
so it matters on different places, but supposedly if you own a piece of land, that you own it all the way to the core of the earth and all the way to the sky. But then basically they've dumped that out because planes can fly right through any property you own. And then you have building laws now where you can only build so high, but anything technically above you is supposedly yours. I couldn't, like, if you owned a house, I wouldn't be able to like do something over your airspace directly above it.
Right.
Whether they're zoning
X
or not.
amount of feet.
Yeah, or something. So my thing is like, what is the limit of how deep would he need to go to even get approval? Like, and so that's the thing. It's like he's more than happy to go down deep,
I would be more impressed if he could take us to China.
like straight through the core of the earth.
Yeah.
Thanks, buddy. I'm glad that we are.
Cool, man. I can go to Philly to get a cheesesteak in 29 minutes.
Man, I'm
No,
telling
I
you,
want
I'm telling you,
some-
the economics that would change between San Francisco and L.A. if they build that tunnel, and it's literally like a 15 or 20 minute.
wouldn't.
Oh, dude, it would be.
Would it be from San Francisco to LA?
That was the original. That was the original thing. Is that getting from San Francisco to L.A. is an 8 to 6 hour car drive. It is a plane flight, like a 45-minute, hour-long plane flight, or it would be literally a 20-minute, 15-minute on one of these
Yeah.
hyperloops.
I wonder how
And-
expensive that ticket would be.
And that's the whole thing, is that they're going to be running constantly, so the ticket's going to be like a bus fare is the entire
Right.
concept. However, also, if it costs you $90 million, billion, trillion dollars to build it, maybe that ticket's going to go up a little bit. Kelpie says she picked up some orange steak kush last night. Obviously got 20% off of it. How did you like it, Kelpie? Hope you enjoyed it. We got
Those-
blazed
oh my
on the
God.
show if you saw that. It was nuts.
was-
I think Kelpie was the only person who literally wasn't on the show yesterday. Every other person I know in my life
So for the folks of you that
are just tuning in.
well,
Or
for anyone,
Thursday.
for anyone who watched the show last night,
Yeah.
the Smoking with the Masters, I want you to understand this, that we had people like behind the cameras watching.
Yeah, because
this
because
episode.
we didn't even have spots for them, and we had to put the leaf in this table.
Yeah.
like it was
For the first time.
Yeah, first time. It was crazy. Hassan, so Microsoft stock price kind of took a nosedive for some reason today. That's obviously why they're trending. I'm trying to actually track down what is so topical. Yeah, I can't literally find any major news or anything about why they're trending so much, but it's Microsoft. Anytime their stock does something, it's big deal.
Right.
So I'm just glad that it's.
Do you have stock in Microsoft?
Oh man, dude!
Do you have any stock in like tech or
No,
anything?
no, I'm 100% into weed,
100% into weed.
and it is just like
So we've kind of had conversations about cannabis being publicly traded,
oh yeah,
right? When are we going to get there where you can buy it and where can you invest in a? So if someone lives in Iowa,
yeah,
where it's not legal, can they invest into Washington?
not so that's the whole thing is it's all about the direct
Right.
and that kind of stuff, and so. Kelby says she hasn't tried the Orange State Kush yet.
Oh.
Should have been there.
Get your munchies.
Yeah,
and get your pillow ready.
Yeah, exactly. That one's good. That was crazy when I was talking to him that Orange State Kush is not just Orange Kush. It's not.
Oh no, it's one of those things. Well, and
he told me the genetics yesterday on the
but
industry
it's
show.
just a rename. It's another rename.
Oh, gotcha.
But you know they're the only ones that have it, so it makes sense. They're not just like calling a Blue Dream.
Yeah,
It's something.
Yeah, something else. Yeah, they actually did. They actually got the genetics or did the genetics themselves on
Yeah.
that. But so you can invest. There are companies now that are in the United States that are publicly traded on the penny stock exchange, the over-the-counter or whatever they call it,
OTC.
the OTC. And then there are the ones on the primary stock exchange up in Canada, and so that's where if you want to invest in marijuana, that is your most accessible, immediate, and then getting your returns of whatever returns they're giving and seeing the stock prices go up and all that good
So
stuff.
somebody who wants to invest in the OTC, like let's say that they're in Idaho where it's non-medical, not rec.
Yeah.
Does that put a target on them? Does that affect their taxes in any way, or is
No.
it just like
It's a publicly traded company. Yeah.
it's
just
just
investment.
it's just so weird? Like, why can't this just be easy?
Yeah, trust me, it's very, very weird. And yeah.
I mean, and we know how difficult it is because we are franchising.
Yeah, exactly. So I mean,
And so that's a wild ride.
yeah, exactly. So I definitely know that this is the Wake and Bake show, and we're not. I'm getting way comfy right here.
No, that's good. That's the way. That's the bake.
That's the bake.
That's the bake.
in the wake. Yeah. The on the franchising side, I mean, obviously we are in the process and will be always looking for capital for either ourselves or our franchisees. Getting them easier access to capital is a major thing that we want to be able to provide. And so, but I definitely believe that Danks Emporium will be a publicly traded company at some point. I don't see a reason to really jump in right now in going the OTC route. I believe that, in a couple of years, we can go onto the normal stock market and do that kind of stuff. So, Hassan, what do you think about the OTC? Have you ever messed around with penny stocks?
Are you down
No.
with the OTC?
There
I
you
don't
go.
do much stocks or anything like that. No stocks, no bonds.
Man, we are just
Yeah.
exciting people on the financial. I'm not going to bring up anything about the stock market ever again. Let's just let me apologize by derailing the show here. So, anyways, but guys, that has been the Wake and Bake show. You guys guide the show. You feed us. We greatly appreciate you tuning in and watching. We will be live today. There is no industry show. It's going to be a Chronicast. We're going to be smoking on Greenacre Farms. It's a vendor day with Greenacre Farms here at Danks Wonder Emporium. They're going to be in the shop from 3 to 6. And so with that, we will be having 20% off all day long on all Greenacre Farms flour.
And it is gorgeous.
Yeah, it's fresh to the fresh drop today. And we are stoked to be having those kind of deals. So come on down to the shop if you want to talk with them, ask them questions, get into the understanding around their products, how they produce such great flour. getting those high 30% test results and really connect with those guys. Hopefully they'll be giving out some free hats or shirts or hoodies or something. If they're not, I just completely threw them under the bus, so that's a bummer. I totally have no...
You just threw them underneath the Hyperloop.
No, underneath the Hyperloop. I appreciate getting all the hearts, guys, on the Periscope. Much appreciated. And, guys, we've been live on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Instagram, Periscope, and LiveMe. I have been Random Vaughn, your host. I've had the absolute pleasure of talking with Quinn and Hassan.
Hi, Hassan.